Okay, hello dear friends, good afternoon, such a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. You see, I have a notebook to write down what I want to talk about. So this video is about public speaking. I got one friend mentioning, Haiyin, can you talk about public speaking? And I asked if you can put in some details in it. And she said, or he said, or this friend said, people say public speaking is the second fear after dying. And what do you think or something? I think it depends on people. For people who is shy, who does not like it, it is a very big fear. And for people who likes it, and for people who likes it and thirsty for it, they will die if you do not allow them to talk, if you do not provide them a stage. And there might be people addicted to speaking and they enjoy. It's all different. What I am talking about is this set category that you need to do a public speaking, you need to present your idea, and you are not that comfortable with it. What you will do. So here I made my list. It's okay to take a piece of paper. You may not always remember everything you want to say. It is okay to make a script and recite it. Wonderful. And if you are more comfortable with just freely talk and let things come in and let inspiration start to flow to embrace you and you embrace the opportunity the inspiration gives you, go ahead. There is no right way, no wrong way. Some principle we need to remember. One of the things is that speed. Nothing is more important than a paced, comfortable, confident speed. And this speed is not a fixed how many words per minute, how many syllables per second. No, it's not. Each person is different. There are some people born with faster speed, so they may put out more words and they may have a very good skill to deliver their idea. Even if they talk in faster speed, we can still get them. And there are people who likes to talk slowly. All is right as long as you have your comfort speed. And whenever you make a public speech or make any, even here in my restroom, in my bathroom, maybe I'm using the wrong word, even in my bathroom, even in my bathroom, I got excited. I got excited, nervous, or just my heart bumping a bit faster. So I slow down and make an intention to slow down yourself and focus on this sentence. Nothing else in this world do not distract you. If there is something that call your attention directly, stop everything, solve it, and then move on without problem in your heart. That is what I am doing right now. People coming to talk to me, I stop the video. Now there is no problem. I can move on and do my video again. So make sure you do not have distraction. And if there is distraction, try to move it to another side and make yourself at this particular chunk of time perfect, focused, and concentrate. That is very important. And the rest of the world, let it happen, let it be the noise of this and that. Such is life. Our life is interesting. Our life is not in a vacuum world. This is more interesting, right? Have fun with it and have a sense of humor with everything that is happening, surrounding around you. So first thing, you need to understand these are all the first things. One I will not say the number, I only say one, another or something. One very important thing is that you make a plan and you know what you are going to talk about. Know your stuff. Once you know your stuff, all these things will come out just naturally. I am a math teacher. I used to be a math teacher. So anything about numbers, anything about the number operation and the fraction, I can just talk for an hour without stop because I know what I'm talking about. And you prepare yourself confidently, comfortably, and think about it. Think about what you are going to talk, and then you deliver it with logic, with step, with a very clear picture. Let people know. Then it's important. Sometimes we talk about something so important, we forget other things. And when we remember the other thing, we say another thing so important. At the end of the day, we do not hear anything. Or people cannot hear anything from you because it's just too much information. So again, important. Know your stuff. Know your stuff. Know what you are going to talk about. And this know your stuff includes your expertise, your career knowledge, your trade knowledge, and your preparation. I need to tell you one story. Once upon a time, there was a little boy. He hated public speaking, and he just one of those shy and low voice, soft voice little boy. And the school has every year participate a kind of speech contest, and every student have to prepare. So he didn't like it, but he prepared because it's homework, and they stop some class. During that class time, he will recite his contest. He will recite time and again with his friends, go to the corner of the room. He will always recite. And before the test, he need to prepare in front of his mom, because the next day teacher wants to see how he performed. So he recites in front of the mom, and it's one of the most scary part with your family. So he's recite in front of mom, and mom encourage her and give her some different word, different tip. And he went back to school and prepare again, and until the day came, they had to go to a big city to take this contest. And he so did not like it. But mom wanted him to do it. School had him to do it. So finally he had no choice. The only choice he made is to negotiate with mom. This is my last time. I will never, ever, ever, never do it again. And you take me there, and we go there, and we come back immediately, and you give me buy this toy, that toy, a big condition list. Mom so wanted him to take this test, to take this competition, agreed everything. So the day they went to the speech contest, everyone was there speaking. Mom was there also listening, and he was so stressed. You could hear his voice was trembling. And in any speech, the very first word is always easy because he had recited a gazillion times. He went it through, and then he start to start a little bit, and he moved on to talk later on, because he was talking about a story of his football match story, his experience in it, what he have learned, and he lose one time and people encouraged him, and then finally he win, and finally the whole team win, and he learned, yeah, it's a teamwork, it's so good, and it's so good to have friends. And you can see by just talking about the story, everything came back to his life. He was talking about his own life. He was talking about, he had already recited all the words because of the stage fright, all forgotten, right? Now, as he tells the story, everything came back. He was nervous, he was stressed, he was excited, and he was like this. But it was so true. And he told the story, and the mom's heart was almost shrink to hear how about he break it up. And he finally made the delivery. And then, done. He went back home. I'm done with it. He finished the competition. He went directly home. And it's a speech contest ceremony. You take the test, wait for other to take the test, and at the end of the day, half an hour later or 1 or 2 hours later, everyone finished test, you can attend the ceremony of award ceremony. He didn't wait that. He went back home. Finally, he's done with it. The second day, he went to school, and the principal of the school told him, you are the first place in your category. He started a little bit regret. Why didn't I stay there to get that trophy? Anyway, so prepare yourself. He spent gazillion times to recite what he wanted to say. He knows what he wanted to say. He knew what he wanted to say because it is true life. 3, he had no fear at the last. When he started to talk, he was thinking, let me get over it. Let me tell the story, whatever. And it was really very, very contagious at that moment when he made that speech. It was such an experience. And that experience was one of his most memorable moment in his life. This little boy, I knew him. I am very close to him. So, know your stuff, prepare your stuff. You can make a delivery. Do not think about anything. Do not think about anything else. You are in your zone. Do your stuff. Okay, here is another story about myself. I have done some graduation speech, 2 times graduation speech, and some other speeches, some other talks, and back to school presentation. I prepare long time, and I think about it. And at the time, my eyes on the people. And when you make public speak, you do not look at anybody, you talk to the sky. You do not create that rapport, the relation. Look at one person. One person. Later on, you may want to move to another person. That person is the center of the whole audience. That person is the representative of the whole audience. You do not need to look at the whole audience. There is nobody. Look at one familiar face and talk to him nicely and with some fun, with some enjoyment. Find this person which you know, which you are comfortable with, which you had some relation. If you do not have that person, look for something have nice face. And if you see someone who has doubts about you, what is she talking about? Do not have eye contact with that negative energy, because it's very distracting. Those negative energy is very, very radiating. Avoid it. Talk to the person you love, you like, and you know that you have already built up a relationship. Talk like that. And from time to time, throw a little bit, be happy every day, be silly every day. Throw in something that is fun and interesting, will bring your dialogue more interesting. And another way, it belongs to the preparation part. Prepare yourself. How do you prepare? Read it through a gazillion times. Talk in front of the mirror. When I do my back to school presentation, I talk in front of, I like this, like right here, I talk in front of the camera and I see myself. I talk in front of the mirror and I see how I talk. And so sometimes this is important, but there are other times some other things comes to be important, and you need to shift your attention to these things. So you make as if you are on stage. Just be confident, because you are talking to yourself, and appreciate yourself. Look at this young lady. Oh la la, she is so young, she is so pretty, and she has freckles, and she has this beautiful earring. This is a beautiful. Yeah. Appreciate yourself and have confidence. And when you talk, when you look at yourself, don't think, oh, that's freckle, that's not good. Oh, the hair is not good. Don't think about this. Just appreciate how wonderful this young lady is, and she has the courage to talk. No, how wonderful this old woman is. Yeah, she is as young as a young girl. Cool. Yes. So prepare it. Once you are prepared, talk to people. Make a speech or outline to your family. It's one of the most intimidating. I prepared my graduation speech and I talked to my son. Once you can get over your husband, your son, your wife, your mom, your dad, the whole world is easy. You dare to make a speech in the closest person, which you can do it. You can do it. And another thing, before the speech, I make myself quiet and comfortable in my zone. I make a back to school presentation at 6 o'clock. 5:30, I lock my classroom door and just inside myself, by myself. Think, prepare, calm down myself, and go through what is going on, what I was going to talk about. Prepare myself. And from time to time, if you usually back to school, you have this presentation point, you have a speech paper. That is also good and it helps a lot. But otherwise, write something on your finger. 1 means point number 1, important. 2 means to write prepare. First write confidence, second write prepare, or something. You have your system and work out your system. Eyes on the people, eyes on you, eyes on clear, confident, comfortable. Some people talk with a lot of gesture, some people does not. That's small thing. The important thing, deliver your idea. And some of these little things, maybe the big talkers will say, Haiying, you are so amateur. I am amateur. I'm not even amateur. I'm just doing for my own fun of it. Now, let's talk about some other stories. Another story about a student. He was a guitar player and he liked to sing, and he was very good at in the band. With students, he played really well, and on the stage, suddenly he fried. There was one time, and he just could not get on with it because the tune was a little bit higher than he just totally lost. He cried and went out, and it was very discouraging that, and it's heartbreaking for me to see, for anybody to see. Fool around. If something is wrong, make it up, fake it until you make it. Nobody knows what is behind the scene. You need to pretend as if tout va bien, todos, everything is good. Have that confidence. If you do not have that content, at least prepare yourself and pretend yourself that you have that confidence. Next time in the night, I will tell you this story. Let me write it down. Let me write it down. 诸葛亮. Okay. And there are some other students who is very good. I have seen another student very shy, very calm, but on stage suddenly becomes such brilliant and shining. I think maybe that is one of the one of those people who really born with that ability. Anyway, Anyway, we are all different. If you have the confidence to be yourself, you may have the confidence to speak publicly. It takes time to practice. Once your labor is laid out, once your effort is put in, once your determination is solid, you can move mountains. So what is a public speaking? Bye-bye, friends. I love you. I really do. Do. Bye-bye. You are good. You did a good job. I'm proud of you. Open up your eyes.